What are you eating there?
What?
What is it?
You know.
They're like a nut, or?
Yeah, look like a nut. You want to try?
Yeah, go on then. Oh, it's like a chestnut. Yeah, it looks just like a chestnut. Just like a sweet chestnut. Well, update on the mango situation. A lot of people said to me, how do you keep the flies and the bugs off of it when it's out in the sun drying? There you go. That's a mosquito net. Now these mosquito sort of tents, if you like, are often used for babies. So they have a mat underneath and the baby are lying, and then they're little pop-up tents basically. Really cool, isn't it? But it does come in handy for all sorts of things, including drying food, so like fish or meat, or in this case mangoes. Keeps the flies off it. So there you go, there's the mango. Now unfortunately there just wasn't enough sun, so it hasn't really dried that well, but in places you can see that it has. It's quite you can peel it off, look, but it should be a lot drier than that. But I can tell you one thing, it tastes really, really good. Really good. So we're hoping we're going to get a bit more sun today. No? Pi says no. As you can see, it is pretty cloudy. What Pi's going to do, she's come up with another plan, and that is to put a fan on it. So we're going to hook up a fan and see if that'll work. Cool though, isn't it? Somebody asked me a really good question the other day. What motivates you to make a vlog every day? It's a really good question. The simple and honest answer to it is love and happiness. I get an immense amount of pleasure out of making a vlog. It allows me to be creative. If you look back at our very first vlog, you'll discover that you know, the footage was a bit shaky and it was a little bit incoherent in places. But as you develop your skills, you discover many things, including location. It's important to change the background of where you are. It adds interest to a video and keeps the flow of it going. One of the other things I really love about it is the fact that you open your eyes an awful lot more. Take this for example. This is passion fruit, and they've got a little vine going on here. And as a vlogger, you develop a sense of awareness that you don't normally have. A really good example of this is when you watch a movie. Most people will just sit down and watch a movie and just enjoy it. For me, I still enjoy a good movie, but I'm now looking at elements to the movie. I start questioning, for instance, how did they do this effect and how did they do that? So I've discovered that I have a real passion for movie making, if you like. I'm not going to stand here and say that you know, I can compare myself to Ridley Scott or James Cameron or Martin Scorsese, but you know, everybody has to start somewhere, and I personally love the creativity that a vlog gives you. And again, you know, you start to discover things you can do with a camera that you wouldn't otherwise consider. So yeah, I really like it. It does make me immensely happy. It gives me obviously something to do, but I just find it just so interesting. And I think this is a thing with a vlog. If it doesn't, you know, if you're going to produce a vlog just for the sake of producing something, I'm not quite sure it really works out very well. Of course, there's different styles of vlogs as well. If you look at someone like Philip DeFranco, who does the news in a very unique way, I might add, he's got a stationary background, but his vlog still works really well. You can see the passion that he has for it and the enjoyment that he gets out of it, and I think that's important as well, you know, what comes across from the vlogger. So yeah, I do love it. I love the creativity side to it, and it makes me immensely happy, and I know it does Pi as well. at the end of the day, when I've finished the vlog and I've edited it, and Pi can't wait to see what's been produced. She loves it. Another aspect, and I know a lot of people are not overly keen on it, they find it a bit of a chore, and that's the editing of a video. It does take a lot of time, it takes a lot of work, but I love it. And the reason I love it so much is the fact that I've got all this footage that I know most of it I can't use. Something like 70% of all the footage that I take in a day ends up on the cutting room floor. But what it does in the editing, of course, is allow you to, you know, put your creation together and produce something that you find visually appealing, and hopefully others do too. Oh, Pi's out picking some rambutan. Look, she's on the fruit again. She can't stop herself.
Sweet.
Sweet, huh? Can I try a bit? Can we try a bit? Come on.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? I mean, this is somebody else's garden and we're just in there picking their fruit. None is sweet. The rambutan is really, really nice. Nobody minds though. Again, you know, you'll get folks walk past our garden and just hop over the fence and just pick a few chilies or pick a few herbs or whatever they want. Nobody minds, they really don't. It's a lovely way to live in a little community village like this. It really is brilliant. There's my neighbour who's making his chicken cages. Yeah, going back to the vlog and the creativity, I do like it because it's allowed me to open my eyes. I constantly now look for things where I never would have done in the past. It just wouldn't have occurred to me. You know, people look at a flower, I don't just see a flower, I see the petals and the colours in it, and hopefully try to get it on camera. It is a joy, a complete and utter joy. It's pretty quiet in the village today, not an awful lot happening. Just so nice along here though. Now here's another good example, just framing a shot through the trees on the mountains. It is beautiful. Look, she's at it again, look, look. More fruit off another neighbour's tree this time. You don't mind, do you? Ah, how'd it go? See, nobody minds. Great, isn't it? What a way to live. Like I said, you never go hungry here, never. There's always food, you know, you just got to find it. And Pi, of course, she just loves to forage, just loves it. It's all fresh and it's all healthy. And fruit, of course, as I said before, she can eat kilos of it. I can't do it. I can eat a couple of rambutan or something, or a mango, and I'm pretty much stuffed. But no, not Pi. She can just eat kilos. The amount of produce that grows, and it grows wild, is unbelievable. Look at all these rambutan on this tree. Just amazing though. All the way along here, rambutan trees. Yeah, it's not difficult to find something to eat here. There's just loads going on. If you're really into your fruit and veg, this is paradise, absolute paradise. I do consider myself extremely privileged though, to be in a location that just begs to be filmed. There are not many people that I know that can say they've stood on the banks of the Mekong River. It is a fabulous location. There's no two ways about that. One of the reasons why Pi and I want to expand our vlog into travel is to show you guys even more. And it will come. You know, it's like anything else with anything you do. It takes time to develop. And, you know, Rome wasn't built in a day. But we're certainly working on it, and we'll get out and about a bit more and show you even more. Both Pi and I, as you know, just love getting out and about. So yeah, it'll increase the happiness level. It'll increase the amount of creativity that I can tap into as well, and of course give you guys some incredible places to see. Just stunning though, isn't it? I have to admit though, that no matter how many times I stand here with that view behind me, it never ceases to amaze me. It leaves me breathless, to be honest with you. It's just so pretty, and of course it still remains very surreal being so close to another country, as you've got Laos just across the river. as I said so many times before, there's no such thing as utopia, but yeah, I think this is pretty close to it. It was only a few months ago that I came down here and I could walk pretty much right to the top, and now as I get closer you can see that it's started to become very, very overgrown. It doesn't take a lot for Mother Nature to reclaim what mankind has built. This pathway goes on for quite a bit, but right now, within just a couple of months, you can now see just how much Mother Nature's reclaimed of it. Does actually make for a very nice walk through here, but again, whenever you're going to walk through undergrowth, you've got to be careful. Just keep your eyes open for snakes. But it is pretty through here. Just amazing, isn't it? Walking through the jungle. It's lovely, absolutely lovely. And when it's really hot, if you come to places like this, you can cool down because the temperature does drop by quite a bit. Now look how nice this road is, this concrete road. Now this is the concrete road that branches off of our farm road, and this is what it could look like if they did it. We're still not sure when they're going to do it. They were supposed to do it last year or very early this year, but they didn't get round to it. Again, you know, there's so much road work going on up here that the equipment resource is just not available, so we had to wait. But you can see just how nice it is when it's concreted. And again, it's perfect because of all the farm vehicles. It doesn't churn up the asphalt. How nice is it here though, look. Just mountains all over there, all the way round. And then you swing round and you've got the mountains of Laos, the other side. It certainly is a pretty place. Yeah, it's lovely here. It really is. I said to you earlier about the travel and what part I want to do, but for now, of course, you know, there is still so much here that we haven't explored. You wouldn't believe the amount of little tiny tracks there are. You can just sort of nip off in and just lead to all different types of places. There's a temple near us right on the top of the mountain. I want to go up there as well, so we'll take you up there hopefully in a few weeks' time. But yeah, so much here to explore still. We'll take you down here a little bit further. It's lovely through here. As you can see, no traffic. It doesn't really get any traffic at all, apart from the odd motorbike or you know, a dak-dak. That's about it. Rice as far as the eye can see. Never get tired of looking at those mountains though. Somebody said to me the other day, every time I see you on a scooter, Graham, you're always sitting at the back. Do you ever drive? Very rarely, to be honest with you. I'm not into scooters at all, and Pi is such a good rider that I trust her implicitly, even on the bike. She is a very good motorcyclist, so yeah, let her do the driving. I've said it before and I'll say it again, it's the perfect place to de-stress. Again, you can drive up here and it's relatively safe. You can wander around, the people are very, very nice. They are so friendly, the folks up here, they really are. The best thing for me about living in a rural environment is that it constantly changes. It's not like a city where, you know, buildings are buildings and generally they remain. It changes with the seasons. You've got all the different colours and everything else, and you know, the weather affects everything as well in as far as coloration. It's just immense. Now, we've never been down this road before, so we're going to go and have a look. What a view. Well, this little concrete road didn't lead anywhere, just to a little dirt track that leads around the cornfields. But as you're coming back the other way, you get to see the Lau Mountains over in the distance. Really, really pretty. You can hear a pin drop out here, it's so quiet. Just absolute heaven. Well, that's about all from Pi and I today. We hope you enjoyed the trip around the village on the other side. It's really, really nice. You get out into the little rural areas in the rice fields and it's just lovely, so quiet. Whatever you do, have a fantastic day and stay safe. Don't forget guys, please subscribe, share and like. It does make a huge difference. And Pi and I, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now guys.
See you tomorrow.